Dragon Source, sexiest man alive, alien slayer, demon slayer, superhero. And we're live on New Earth. Let's go. So, this video is about karma. What is karma and how does it work? Karma is none other than the law of cause and effect, right? That's how it works in a reality controlled by the dark side, which is this reality. If you exist in time, you exist in karma. In true source energy, in true light, there's no past. There's no energy carryover from the past. Every moment is just now, and now. There's no carryover. There's no karma. There's no cause and effect. The effect can cause the cause, or the cause can cause the effect. It doesn't matter. It's just now. It's just magic. It's whatever you want to create right now. Now, since we are living in a dark side universe, there's always cause and effect. You know, what happened a million years ago is affecting you right now. What happened to your great grandfather is affecting you right now. So everything is cause and effect, right? So there's different kinds of karma. There's collective karma, you know, the whole population. There's karma for the geographical location you're in, your nationality. There's karma for there's ancestral karma, right? Your lineage that created your body. There is past life karma for your own spirit, your own spirit's incarnations, and then there's karma for your current life. So it's all kinds of karma. It's all cause and effect. So what you all want to know is how to overcome your karma, right? Because it's like, man, I'm stuck in this loop. I keep manifesting the same kind of BS. You can go check out my other video about how to get unstuck from your manifestation loops. That's a few videos ago. But basically you want to overcome your karma, right? Karma is just sin. That is the essence of karma, is sin, is missing the point, is missing the mark, is not operating in true light energy, right? The dark side, the Eve biting the forbidden fruit and getting kicked out of the Garden of Eden, right? So what is Eve? Basically the metaphor for an emotion, a desire, a feeling, right? So that's what got humanity kicked out of the garden, is basically deciding to bite from the tree of knowledge, which is judgment energy, good and evil. Now we're operating in a time-based reality that's predator versus prey, right? There's a whole hierarchy, there's a spiritual hierarchy, legions of angels and demons, and it's a whole food chain on Earth. And then, you know, not going to get into this in this video, but aliens trying to prey on our energy. Just watch the Matrix movie if you don't get it. And then, so the whole thing is just a hierarchy built in time. So it's all cause and effect karma, right? So the whole point is, how do you escape that? Well, how it shows up in your life is in your energy field, is in your DNA. So the karma from all your ancestors, right, that is stored in your DNA. So all the thoughts and judgments of your ancestors, that was stored in their energy body, that epigenetically influenced their DNA to carry that vibration of whatever trauma or negativity they experienced. Boom, your parents didn't know how to heal themselves, their parents didn't know how to heal themselves. So people just keep on having kids unhealed, which is why the state of the world is constant. Every generation is actually devolving slightly, because people just keep on racking up more trauma through the generations without necessarily knowing how to heal it. So the problems just keep on compounding, which is why there has to be every 2,000 years there has to be another ascension point, another ascension cycle, to basically turn off the light energy matter universe so that everything can be reset. Otherwise we would just have infinite chaos, right? We're coming up on another one of those points. You can check out creationlightship.com and the Ron Amitron YouTube page to get more information on ascension. But basically, the basic idea is this: you want to clean out your DNA, because that is how the karma from your ancestors is actually stored in your body. And that's the main thing you're dealing with. You're just living out the life of your ancestors, their karma, their thoughts, their emotions, their beliefs, It's all stored in your DNA. The language, right, and how that programs the brain, and all the negativities they experience. I mean, I guess the positivity in there too, but you want to overcome the negative karma. Like that's why you're watching this video. So how do you clean out your ancestral DNA? Well, you go to creationlightship.com, and then you go to any of the energy bodies, and just do the first you do the whole life clearing for that energy body, and then you do the ancestral clearing. And that goes deeper. They do it in groups of 7 generations, and that just cleans out your DNA. And the more DNA and density that you clean out, that's just going to be the more spirit that can come into your body. Because most people, the majority of their spirit is not even in their body, because there's too much density and darkness in there, right? So I'll give you an example of how karma plays out. Let's say that your grandfather was, well, we'll go back a little further. Let's say your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was building, he built wagons for a living, horse-drawn carriages and wagons, all right? Let's say that he hurt his hand hammering in one of the nails, okay? Well, now that hand was a little messed up and gimpy, and because he got a nail in it, right? Now that pain is now still in your DNA, that hand pain. So now if you happen to watch a movie or something and someone gets stabbed through the hand, you get a little jerk, like, because it wakened up an ancestral memory of you getting stabbed through your hand, that nail going through your hand, right? And then now you have like this weird hand pain, or your hand is stinging and you can't even figure out why. Or maybe you actually, after that, you manifest, like maybe you're making a sandwich and you accidentally cut your hand with a knife, and you're like, that's weird, I just saw that in a movie. And it's like, because it's a trigger. That's what I'm trying to say. All the triggers in your life, like, let's see, I'll come up with another example. All the triggers in your life is just ancestral, or maybe it started in this life. Maybe you had some kind of childhood trauma, and now every time that comes up, it's a trigger, and that just creates a loop. Every time you get triggered, your consciousness gets focused on that damaged energy again, and then it just recycles that trauma. So it's like, what I'm trying to say is karma is just recycling negativity. So how do you break the loop? You have to clean that density out of your energy field, out of your body. And the best way to do that I've come across, and I have been on this healing journey for a little while. I've done the ayahuasca, I've done the bufo, I've done the combo, I've done the magic mushrooms, I've done the breath work, I've done the meditations, I've done the Reiki. Like, I did all of it, man. And I'm trying to, woman, okay, and I'm trying to tell you, creationlightship.com. I've never seen anything like it. It's real quantum healing solutions for you. So here's another example of triggers. So let's say that you came from your parents were divorced, and maybe their parents were divorced. Maybe their parents before that were forced to stay together by their culture, even though it was an abusive relationship, right? So now that energy dynamic is in you, and you keep manifesting all these lovers that are like end up being abusive toward you. Or maybe you're the abuser. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you're the male and you're being abusive toward them. It's the same energy imbalance, just which side of the pole do you want to be on. The whole thing is imbalanced, right? So you keep unconsciously manifesting these imbalanced relationships that end in a breakup, or just having a kid with the wrong person, and then divorce. Or just maybe you haven't even gotten married, and it's just like, man, why do I keep attracting the same kind of partner? These relationships keep failing the same kind of way. It's because you're just living out the lives of your ancestors. Do you get it? If you came from a divorced family, the odds you're going to have a great marriage, if you don't do some serious energy healing, it's not that good. Like, seriously. So that's what this video is about. It's just healing. How else can karma show up? Timelines. Let's say you made a a wrong choice, wrong fork in the road. Now you're on a timeline that you don't want to be on, right? Choice points, karma. You're on a timeline that you don't want to be on. So you can go to creationlightship.com and timeline crash that. Or you can quantum leap. I told you a little bit about quantum leaping in my last video called, I haven't titled it yet, probably call it Happy Quantum Leap Day. Anyway, let's get into, so I mean, okay, well, I'll finish off that thought. Quantum leaping, right? So you have to undo all the energetic momentum of one timeline before you can really move on to another. You have to crash the old timelines that are directly in the way, blocking you from having the timeline you want to experience, right? So first you got to just wipe the slate. Just wipe the slate. All right, creationlightship.com. Just wipe the slate. That'll clear up the energy for you to plant the seed to manifest the timeline you want to be on. So you have to heal first, right? That's the key. So we're going to go into now past life, meaning your own spirit's past lives, not necessarily related to the family you're in now. That karma. So your spirit carries energetic residue from every life it's ever lived, right? So, some people, you call them an old soul. Oh, they're just, how do they have all this knowledge and wisdom at this early age, right? Some people, it's like they're 70 years old and they still act like a child, your spiritual age, right? How I'm in my 20s and yet people in their 40s are watching my videos, resonating with what I'm saying, possibly even looking up to me, I dare say. Alright, we can be on a level playing field. Not trying to be your king, just giving you the right information, the right knowledge, the right starting points. Because most of the spiritual community on the internet is dumb lost. They just dumb lost. They don't have the right information. And this video is not to hate on them, it's just to give you the right information so that you can actually clean out your karma and live a better life. So, where was I? Past lives. So your spirit carries the energetic residue of all of its past life experiences. For better or for worse, right? You can have spiritual gifts you've accumulated over the ages. You can also have curses or energy patterns. Like for me, I've done enough digging in myself, going to psychics, doing past life regressions, things like that. It's like, all right, I'm kind of messing around with this warrior magician kind of energy overall. Royal advisor, magician, warrior kind of energy, kind of a blend of those three archetypes. So you can see how that plays out now in my life, trouble I got into, agents and bots coming after me, but still delivering you the knowledge, doing the magic, boom, viral. So you also carry the trauma from your past lives. What you can do, if sometimes it's like you were really badly traumatized in a past life and you can't even remember. Now this is only for like the serious seekers. What you can do is go get a past life regression, hypnotherapy or something. It's called QHHT. That's what Dolores Cannon did. That one you can get really deep into your subconscious mind. You could dig through your past lives, or you could go to a psychic that could just directly read your Akashic records, right? And you can figure out, like, okay, what were the really negative events that happened in your past life? How does that relate to the problems you're currently having? Sometimes you might be able to resolve it right there. Especially if you're already in a hypnotic state, you can kind of go into your own underworld and attempt to resolve it right there. But That's not always easy to do. You can go to creationlightship.com and just timeline crash the past life event after you already know what happened, after you've already done the digging to get that information, right? And then you space-time crash it to bring the spirit fragments back to yourself that you lost, all right? This is advanced quantum healing I'm talking about. Right, I was actually in the Vietnam War, apparently, and got stabbed, and which played into this life, me manifesting a certain pain. So it's like going to the root of the problem, quantum solutions. That's what I'm getting at. So that was karma carrying over into this life, because my spirit carried that karma, and so did the Akashic records, right? So I'm going to the source and eradicating the root of the karma, right? So, all right, hey, the clouds finally starting to clear. It was raining cats and dogs a couple hours ago. Give you that view. So, we went over past life karma, we went over ancestral karma, we went over current life karma. The karma beyond that is really just humanity's karma in general. Karma of humanity is exactly the state of the world right now. You know, wealth gaps, poverty, traumas, and Teslas, and Xboxes, and smartphones, and I mean, basically humanity chose darkness. They chose to prioritize the mind and technology over the organic source, the spirit, right? Why is everything becoming more GMO? Because humanity chose technological innovation, right? The Luciferic fallen path over the source path, staying in spiritual integrity, staying organic, right? That's the karma humanity is facing right now. So I may just be one cell in the whole body of the organism, but me putting this message out there, inspiring other people who resonate with this message. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Me inspiring other cells in the organism who resonate with this message. My impact is going to be a lot bigger than just myself, right? My impact can be a lot bigger than myself when I become a leader. I already am a leader. My following already increases by the day. All right, and it's not a tyranny. All right, we're all in this together. I do read the comments. If you guys have any video suggestions for me, any topics you want me to speak on, drop a comment, and I just might make a video about it. All right, share this message to whoever needs to see it. Like, subscribe, click the notification button. Peace, and stay sexy. Now, I now command my spirit to take all the thoughts in my head, drop them into my heart, and make me totally real on the Creation Lightship New War timeline, where I make a viral video ASAP. 54321, 54321, and 54321. Done. Is there anything else I wanted to say? It wasn't even supposed to be sunny. It was supposed to be just raining. It said like 90% chance of rain right now, and somehow the clouds have cleared for me to make this video. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to all my subscribers and supporters. Reached over 100 subscribers in the span of about a month. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Karma is really just about choosing the light, right? We have the power. Choose the light. Wipe the past. Just wipe it. Just let the sun your inner sun, your spirit, just let it burn off all the past residue that does not need to be there. Just let it go. Just let it go. Stop overthinking. Just do the mind to heart drop I just showed you. Resonate in source energy on the new earth. Check out the Ron Amitron YouTube page and creationlightship.com. Clean out your energy bodies. Crash all the timelines. Choose the light and spread this message. I appreciate you. Live on New Earth. Let's go. Stay sexy.